Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Nathan here, your friendly raw vacuum host. Alright, so there's a lot of cool new products coming for 2023 and Happy New Year's to all you guys. So today we have the OKP L1. Well, is this raw vacuum just okay? Is it phenomenal? Is it awesome? Or is it just a big old thumbs down? Well, find out, stick around, I'll tell you all about the OKP. Alright, so let's just go ahead and dive right into it. And before I get into it, before my lawyers sue me, let's go and get to the legal stuff. Yes, I did receive this vacuum in exchange for a review, so I'll try to give my honest opinion, and I'll kind of give you the negatives, the plus, and try to tell you if the L1 is right for you. Oak Pit, hope I'm saying it right, robot vacuum cleaner. Wow, another vacuum cleaner? Who would have thought on this channel? 650 milliliters. When I say milliliters, well, I can't even talk today. It's one of these doodads. Nothing in there. Start guide to turn the vacuum on, scan the QR code to get the app, letting you know to don't put your clothes on the ground, cords, or the vacuum will suck them up. You have more instructions in case that didn't help you out or you just misplaced that thing. Some more information. I actually like this color. This is like what, like a bluish green. Pretty nice. You got a single button right there. Your light out sensor. Looks like we have a physical power switch, a wall sensor, some sensors up front. Let's go ahead and put those side brushes on. Looks like we just slap them in. They're not color coded or anything like that. You kind of just clip in. It's only a single one. I thought there was two. Interesting. One thing I noticed is look how small those wheels are. Hopefully they do pretty good going over thresholds in small children. Check out the side brush real quick. Just kind of open it up there. So it's a combination, you got your bristles and silicone right there. And one thing I like to do is just see if I can pull these ends off. And it looks like these ends cannot be pulled off. So it makes it a little bit trickier to pull the hair off. Wow, that's actually pretty good. Let's try this one. Whew. Dude, install the side brush. We did that already. Number two, turn this guy on. Set the little switch doodad right there. Look at that, it's turning on. Sweet. I think I know what I'm doing. Number three.
Welcome to use the OKP robot vacuum. Please scan the body QR code, download the correct app, and connect to internet to get a better experience.
You know what? If you want to run the show, you go ahead, because I think I know what I'm doing. I don't need your help. Alright, so while we wait for this to download on my super fast, slow internet, we're going to just talk about it. So, first impressions. I actually like the design of it. It actually looks pretty good for it being a cheaper vacuum. I like the two-tone colors. And here's the dustbin. It's very large, around 600 milliliters, and it does include an extra filter. Just be mindful you can't wash the filter. Just take a little vacuum and just suck out the dirt debris. That's all you have to do. Okay, looks like we're downloaded. Let's go ahead and just follow the prompts here. Yes, we're in English. I don't speak anything else. And no, I said English. Next step. Oh, region. What am I? USA? Sure. And then we just gotta create a login. Okay. Alright, so I'll fast forward through this part. I'm pretty sure all of you guys are experts, probably know more about robot vacuums than I do. But it's pretty simple. And just keep in mind, most of these robot vacuums only run on 2.4 gigahertz, not the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi networks. Now, once you have this paired up, I do recommend updating the firmware so it has the latest firmware with all the features.
Start cleaning.
Okay, so let's talk about a couple of the negatives I've noticed so far. With the initial mapping process, I noticed it took a lot longer than a lot of these robot vacuums that have this type of navigation. Also, it does not have a fast map option, so yes, the robot vacuum will clean the entire house and then go back and update its map. Unfortunately, right now, this robot vacuum only supports one map. There's no multi-map saving, so hopefully these can be addressed with software fixes. Okay, so when I tested software, I noticed a couple things. One thing, I couldn't zoom in on the map, so I had to kind of line up the little dot to place on the map where I want the robot vacuum to clean. Now, what's interesting is this robot vacuum actually has a couple options in terms of spot cleaning. You can actually put a little pin down and it will go to that area and do a spiral cleaning, or you can just do a regular area cleaning, which you draw out like a rectangle and it will just fill in that area as it cleans. Now, I found the second part a little bit better, but you can see the robot vacuum did miss some areas, but overall, as it was cleaning my house, it did pick up a fair amount of dirt and debris. So I would say that the robot vacuum struggled with like larger debris, but for the finer dust, maybe the dust bunnies, the small beads that my child leaves behind, it did a fine job picking up those. Okay, so you may notice I have some crazy glasses on my forehead. Well, I was actually watching myself, filming myself, a little creepy, but let's just forget about that and continue on. Let's have a look at the software and talk about some of the features. Overall, the OKP did a pretty good job with the interface. I like the fact that you can see the status of the robot, also jump right into a house cleaning right there. Now, if you look below, you have a messages. So if there's any issues or if the robot updates its software, let you know right there. Now, what's interesting is there is a customer service line and a phone number, so you can call them right there. And the fact that you can access all the manuals of every model the company has to offer, which is really, really nice. So, for example, for the L1, I can see exactly how to set up the robot if I'm new. And the fact that I don't have to worry about a paper manual is really nice. They kind of took that extra step right there. Okay, so let's go and jump back to the main menu here and kind of show you the interface of the app. The app itself is pretty nicely laid out. I can zoom in on the map here, but if I go into like a forbidden zone, I cannot zoom in, which is unfortunate. Now that's something that they could address. Now you have a start cleaning, you can tell it to go back to charging, and the fact that you can change the different modes.
Standard suction mode.
You can check for software upgrades, and of course you have a remote control. Now with the timing task, which is interesting, they could just call it scheduling. You can go in and schedule a certain area, and you can tell it to do the whole area, or you can do a certain section. All right. Now, in terms of settings, one thing I would do is turn down the volume. This robot vacuum is quite loud and will disturb you at night. You do have the option to save maps, and you can choose between different maps. Now, if you don't like the map, you can reset the map, which is pretty handy. And that's basically it. It's a pretty simple interface, works well, and let's just continue on with this review. Okay, so let's talk about some of the software issues I had. I really think OK can fix this, but I just wanted to address it here on this video. For starters, again, you can't zoom in on the map, so it makes it kind of difficult to kind of line up that area. Also, if you have the area over the charging area, it will give you a warning saying it can't save it because you have to move that cleaning zone past the charging dock area. Now, again, there's only one map saving, and it does take about 20 seconds to position, but once it's positioned itself, it does a pretty good job figuring out where it's at and where it needs to clean. Alright, let's give you my final thoughts. Do I recommend the OKP L1? Well, I really think they need to improve the software. Once they improve the navigation, the mapping process to make it a little bit quicker, also improve some of the features, maybe be able to zoom in on the map. I really think the OKP L1 can be a fine robot vacuum. The design itself, the physical hardware is really nice. I think they did a really good job. So the software is just what needs work. But once they improve it, I think I can recommend it. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments. Be safe out there. I'll see you guys next time. Adios.